Hello everyone, welcome to my this new tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to discuss immutable class. So how you can create your own immutable class, how the custom immutable class is created in Java. So these are the things we are going to discuss in this tutorial, but before moving ahead I just need to understand what is the immutable, what is the immutable class. Okay, so immutable means something it's not going to change, it's not changeable. Okay, so immutable class means if you are creating the object of that class, the state of the object should not get changed. Okay, and even if you are trying to change the trying to modify the object, okay, then the new object will be created, okay, with the modified state, and the original object will not get changed. Okay, so you have to make the class in a some way that the object of the class should not get changed, and even if you are trying to change the object, the new object will get created. The example is like a string class. If you go to the string class code in a Java, if you see like how the string class has got implemented, okay, and how it's not getting changed. So all primitive wrapper classes in Java like integer, float, character, and the long, all are immutable, the classes. Okay, and all are basically are thread safe. So because if you are running on the concurrent environment, okay, so multiple thread are trying to modify or update the particular state of the object, so it cannot change because that is immutable. Okay, so let's move ahead and see how you can create the immutable class in Java. It's very simple, just you have to follow some steps, and steps is only 6. Like first step is declare the class as a final, so it cannot be extended. Okay, so like in Java, if you are making a class as a final, that class cannot be extended, that you cannot create a new class and you can derive that class. So first rule is you have to make that class final. Make all fields private so that direct access is not allowed. Private is what it's in object unit, it's a encapsulations. So outside world, outside the class, that particular field that you have declared private cannot be accessed. Okay, so you have to make the field as a private. Okay, and you have to make the field as well the final, so that the field should not be modified. Okay, and the third is don't provide setter method for variable. Like for each and every the attributes of objects, we generally create a getter and setter method. Okay, so make sure you are not creating a setter method for any variable, okay, any data member. Okay, and make all mutable field final so that its value can be assigned only once. So we have to make a object, that object of the state that should not get modified. So we will have to make the field as a final so that it cannot be changed once it assigned only once. Okay, and initialize all the fields via constructor performing deep copy. So you must be knowing what is the deep copy, what is the shallow copy. Okay, deep copy means you are not just cloning the object, you are just the field, the state of the objects you are basically copying into some particular objects. Okay, so this can be only achieved via the constructor, via the parameterized constructor. Okay, so while calling, okay, the immutable class, you will have to call the parameterized constructor, where you will be copying the current state of the object. Okay, so that we need to do. And the last one, performing cloning of the object in the getter method to return a copy rather than returning the actual object reference. So if you are trying to, we have a getter method, right? So through the get method you can return the particular member variable, okay, or particular object, okay, like a string object or like integer primitive data type, and the other data type you can return. Okay, so instead of returning the actual reference, you need to return the clone copy, means that will be a separate reference. Okay, so this is how you can achieve. Okay,